Domly, it's your Bling. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well, guys are having a wonderful day. Today's a special day. Today is the 24th May 2025. We might start a new job tomorrow, but for now, why is it special for now? Well, because every single morning we stay up until the sunrise, hoping to get some good footage for you guys for Nature Corn. Tired of showing you guys cloud. So this morning um we had this. But now, without spoiler, you already know what's up. We have a beautiful sunrise. It isn't the nicest we ever had by far, but it's still pretty nice. So, I'm gonna be filming some videos. Please enjoy. I'm doing this for you guys, and yeah, let's have some fun. Let's have a good time. Okay, let's go. Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to our show. Because I'm doing well. Because I'm having a wonderful day on this freaking 24 May 25. It is a beautiful morning today. Not the best of sunrise. Not the best. However, it is pretty nice. And we didn't have a sunrise in like 4 days, so I'll take. At this point, we'll take anything. Before we start, shout out to Sunflower Circle. Shout out to Anthony Flex. Shout out to Ipple Run. Shout out to It's Links. Shout out to Nostaljack. Um, I was really. I'm not even filming. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. Because I'm doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 24th May 25. And it's my first video of the day, which is weird because we haven't went to sleep. So yes, first video of 2020 of 24th May 2025. But not first video. So just a little bit of a thank you. It's not gonna be the video. The video is gonna be about okay. Yeah, let's do this. The video is gonna be about why I'm so obsessed with streaming on other platform. Before we even start, I want to shout out a couple people: Sunflower Circle, Ipple Run, Links, Nostaljack, and of course Love Flex or Anthony Flex. The reason as to why is we're really looking for a way to do the four. Oh, I have to show you. This is so freaking nice. It's not that good, but um, it's not that good, but it's the first one you have in a while. I want to make sure that I'm filming. So the reason why we're giving a shout out to these people was, as you guys know, I've been trying for a long ass time, like embarrassingly long. I've been trying to, dude, this is embarrassing. I've been trying for embarrassing long to have a multi-stream. So, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Um, I did a whole video as to why these people, these people have been helping me. So the reason as to why I've had them is because I did my best to do it without asking for help because of my pride and my fragile male ego. But they came out for me, and they really helped out. I still don't have the answer, but I had people that try to help, and I'm grateful for that. If anything, now I'll be completely honest. My mentality of it changed a little bit. Yes, the plan is still the same. The reason is still the same. I want you guys to be able to choose the platform that is the most fun to you, right? Um, but now there's a bit more of a urgency to it, right? Because right now we're not Academy Design Italy product. Really freaking good. Really freaking good. And I forgot Ipo Run. I'm so sorry, Ipo. Fucking love you, dude. Even though she's not a dude, and I shouldn't call her dude because if that's rude, I hope it's not rude. So yeah, yes, of course, there's a feeling that I want you guys to be able to watch me, which sounds super narcissistic, but I'm gonna add in the background, I'm gonna add to watch the content on the platform that you like. So if you prefer Twitch, if you prefer TikTok, if you prefer YouTube, if you prefer Kick, it doesn't matter, right? There's also the fact that, well, actually speaking, I think a image is worth a thousand word. We're a bit tired. I'm gonna show you this. Bask in the glory of Nature Quorum. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We have this, we have this, we have this. Now, I do 3 playthroughs to maximize my time, right? And this has to be one of the best things I could do. Because even if the video that I do don't get views, even if the video that I do don't count for now, one day they possibly will count. And what am I wasting? What am I losing? I'm still spending the same amount of time. I'm still spending the same amount of effort. To me, this changes nothing. So, when it came to streaming, I was afraid to stream on only Twitch because of, like, I promised my people the 4 platforms. But at the same time, it is 4 different versions of the same content, but it's also 4 different versions of one video. So you're working once and you get the reward 4 times. And even though the reward is 0, you prefer 4 zeros, you prefer 1 0. I prefer 4 0, right? Yeah, there's a motivation behind it. Well, see, that's a nuts thing, you know. Just yesterday, I was at 653 followers on YouTube, and today we're at 660, which is plus 7 followers. Now, plainly speaking, it's actually pretty simple as to why we're getting so many followers. I've been posting a lot of Trailer Park Boys content. People like the Trailer Park Boys content because they like it. They tend to comment, and because they tend to comment, YouTube sees this as engagement. Because YouTube sees it as engagement, they're promoting my shit. As simple as this. This is my breakfast, guys. Mouthful. So, that being said, when I have 10 new followers in one day, when I know that next week I'm gonna start working, I'm like, I'm getting closer every single day to my dream. Huh? No. It'll take months. I don't know how many months. Nor do I have a name. Do I have an idea? I don't know how many months. I could release another song tomorrow. My very first song. Which would sound like Kanye. A new beat. And lose everything, right? You never know. Or I can just win myself. I can just be myself and win people. And achieve a slow but natural growth, right? I'd be perfect. I can't know if I'm gonna make it. I can't tell you how I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna get there. I can't even tell you if I was to make it, would I give up on the job? However, I can answer a question. That question would be, are you using all of the tools at your disposal? And the answer is no. I have this, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I was part of the Reddit group, right? I told you guys about the YouTube Reddit group, and people were complaining about, oh, the algorithm isn't favoring you. Yeah, but are you doing the most effort? You're taking away. One person in particular was releasing a video every 4 days, and it's a short. I'm like, dude, YouTube will say it's not serious about it, right? And then you can blame the algorithm, but you don't blame yourself, right? And it's a crazy thing because the algorithm, you won't understand it, you don't know it. However, you know yourself, and you know that while am I being truthful, am I being honest, can I put in more effort, am I diving in, or am I just dipping my toes in the water? And if I'm not diving in, then I cannot be looking for Davy Jones' treasure. Why Davy Jones? Because I think he's cool. Davy Jones. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. See, when I'm tired, much more fun, much calmer, much nicer. I don't know. Yeah. You guys take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Why am I doing the end movement like this? Because I'm in a good mood. Why? Because we finally got a sunrise. Oh, hello, sunrise. I got a little New Zealand queen who DM'd me today. She hasn't done that in a while. So, take it about me. I'll fake it. Congratulations, bro. And the funny thing is, if you wouldn't have sound on for a video, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you would just see a guy hitting his shoulder for no reason. Kind of weird. Thankfully, not the weirdest thing that I've done on video, because that we're in a great mood, and it's possibly because we just played 2 hours of Brotato. I'm about to give you my first thoughts of Brotato. Brotato, my relationship is, of course, with G Naruto, my boy, a fellow streamer, a fellow content creator. You can find him on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, and I believe on MySpace. I try to tell him, bro, MySpace isn't working. And then you'll enter something along the lines of, maybe it's not working for you. I'm like, oh. Wake up call. The reason why I'm happy, the reality is, I'm fucking tired. I was supposed to go to bed, right? And then I saw this wonderful sunrise, which is the first time in a whole ass week we're getting sunrise, and we're filming. Making sure that we're still filming. We are still filming. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. 26%. So we're kind of losing some battery, but not that bad. We're kind of good. We are kind of good. So yeah, so the Naruto was playing. So the fun thing is, G Naruto has a podcast called the Ramen Shop. And if you look at this hat, the Ishikuro Ramen is from Naruto. It's almost as if they were paying me secretly for a sponsor or to promote them. Yeah, like I was saying, you did not see me talking to someone in the apartment. There's nobody, of course, right? If I was Anna, I would say, "Oh, there's ghosts." Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, girl. He was playing a couple of games that I found interesting, right? Which was Hollow Knight, great game, but also Brotato. Brotato was such an important game in my experience as a content creator. So, in 2023, and 2023, yes, no, 2022, something along those lines, right? Something obscure, obscure territory. When I'm tired, I'm also crazy, but that's nothing new, right? And I'm playing Brotato, and I'm having this depression, right? And Brotato is a great game that I don't have to talk. So I remember we're fucking watching Sopranos, and we're watching Banshee. Then we're watching Korn, but that's another story. And we're playing Brotato, and I'm in depression. And this is a way for me to make content but not really talk. And I kind of fall in love with Brotato. It's such a cool game, right? But the problem with Brotato, my first time was we play without talking. So imagine a playthrough where you're starting and the guy is commenting and saying, "This is what I talk, this is what I feel," and then at the end of the playthrough, he's not talking anymore. Like, the fuck happened, bro? Or the opposites. I'm not talking it, and then one day I'm like, blah 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 blah. Like, okay, cool, you're commenting, but since when? So it sounds like that. So we found a game that was Survivor.io. If you've been following me for a while, God bless. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday, holy day. About to hear the bells of the church. Church aren't what they used to be. And you possibly don't know that I spent a lot of time playing Survivor.io. To me, Survivor.io was in the same sense of Vampire Survivor, but also in the same sense of Brotato. However, Survivor.io, I was one of the first ones to play it. I was one of the first one to. It was pretty new. We saw the game evolve. It was really fun. Now the state of Survivor.io is disgusting. They have to do. I'm not talking shit, but they have to do like a app icon, which is "Please come back." Right? One of the first game I gave up. It's a fun game. It's just so basically what they were doing is they they will allow you to farm a lot, but then there was not a raise and how much it took to level up. So, for example, I would level up every single day. However, the resources that you need to eventually level up, which is diamond for uh, your DNA and gold for your weapons, wasn't the same. So it would be as easy to level up, but it wasn't. It wouldn't be as easy to level up your shit, which meant that you had to spend money. Otherwise, you would grind more, and if you grind more, what happened? You get to level up, right? So you catch up, but you don't catch up completely. Um, we gave that up. Potato, we never thought about it, right? And then at the App Store, I saw Potato again, and this time I saw Potato Premium. And I was like, dude, it's such a cool game. It's such a phenomenal game. Now, I'll be completely honest. I don't remember a lot of Rotato because that was a couple of years ago. However, I remember not being able to get a lot of Brotato. Brotato being characters. So Brotato, coolest thing is you have different characters. They have different strengths. So one of them is better with weapons. One of them is better on armor. One of them is better with range weapon. One of them is more better with precise. One of them doesn't cannot be healed but has a high heal. One of them can construct turrets to protect him. They all have those specific things, so that's really cool. The greatest thing about Rotato is the number of item and the number of weapon. It does really feel like Binding of Isaac, but I do believe that's because of the art style. There's not that many choices when it comes to the weapon. There's not that many choices when it comes to the item. There's a lot of choices, but not that many. And it's all about RNG, and you're like, okay, well, guess what? I'll be able to look at this. You're seeing the bird, which is phenomenal. I'm telling you, it's been like a whole week we didn't have like a nature corn. So to me, this is Nirvana. This is Nirvana, but more than that. When is the last time we made video watching the sunrise in the background? It's been a while, and I miss it. Um, so yeah, so you have those potato, and they all have those specifications. So it's like, okay, well, every single playthrough is different because of the potato. But even if I like this potato, I might not get the weapon or the item that I need, right? So I have to research until I get what I need, which is very similar once again to Binding of Isaac. Potato is fun. The enemy gets stronger. I would have liked a more diverse cast of enemy. However, we have a more diverse cast of potato. Super cool. I wish it was more of a rogue aspect element to it, because when you die a lot, it's kind of hard. The aspect to it is achievement and possibly potato unlock. That's pretty much it. When you finish a difficulty, you can have another difficulty, and then it will unlock more things. But the greatest thing about the game is, I think the greatest thing about the game is how simple it is, but how complex it is. You go in, you take your potato, and you play a game. You go in, you take another potato, you play a game, right? There's no story, there's no plot. You just go in and you start. And the fun thing is that each wave will take about 30 minutes. Each playthrough will take 3 minutes. So if you want to play a game, you're just doing that. Again, there's so many potato, there's so many weapons, there's so many items that it's really hard to have a playthrough that is the same. That's also pretty cool, and that's pretty much it. So, potato, numero uno. Love you guys. Take it easy. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Because you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 24 May 2025. I know what you're saying. Ink, am I dreaming? Or is that some sunrise in your background? My ladies and gentlemen, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It is some sunrise in the background. I know what you're saying. We haven't had this in a fucking week. So this is a blessing. We're going to take advantage of it. The birds, loud, annoying. But I love them because they're God's little thingy bird. We're tired. So usually what I do is I try to stay awake, right? Until the sunrise. I check outside. Is the sunrise worth filming? If yes, I'll make an effort to stay up. If not, I'll go to sleep and have some pleasant dream about world domination from another species. Very odd. I should possibly talk to my shrink. Yeah. Note to self. Okay, talk to your shrink. Today we're talking about mental health, right? You see the nice little segue here. That's what you're saying. Ain't you talk about your mental health a lot. Dude, when is it gonna stop? We want you to be better. But at the same time, it's been a while, dude. And the reason why I talk about mental health is we did a large video yesterday. A humongous video yesterday. 2 to a degree where the video itself is like for 54 minutes of a subject that I wasn't even supposed to do. And it was appetite, right? And how depression affected your appetite. And because I was depressed, I wasn't enjoying food. I was doing food review, but not enjoying the food that I was reviewing, which in itself was insane. Ink, not liking food? Is there pigs with freaking wings? Right? Is there chicken with teeth? We're in another reality. We're in a parallel universe where this is not the good multiverse. This is the bad one. This is the bad timeline. And when it came to that, I'm like, dude, it's important to talk about it because what if someone was going through the same thing that you are and they didn't know why they're losing appetite? They're listening to this guy who, admittedly, a bit weird, a bit out there, but trying to be kind, trying to be sweet. So I think this kind of journal, if you will, or this diary of Jane. My name is not Jane, but I love this song. This sort of diary of Jane, if you will, is a nice testament to this present moment and this present pain, but it's also possibly a testament to people going through that, right? I'm gonna say something that's horrible, but I'll blame it on the fact that I'm tired and I don't care. Take the journal of Anne Frank, and I'm not saying that I'm Anne Frank, right? But she's a little girl that was a victim of a World War II, and she hid in a attic, right? Now, I don't think there's a lot of people that read the journal of Anne Frank and like, oh my God, she's gay, dude. I associate with her. But at the same time, it's a little girl and her state of mind and her thought process during this horrible event. And although depression isn't the same thing, it's still a horrible event. So what if my perception was, again, my own, but through my perception you could learn a couple of things, right? That's the goal, right? I'm not doing this as a vain act to talk about myself, but more so for educational purposes, right? Right. I saw Baby No Money asking for what is booth and say I'm a visual learner. And I was like, educational purposes, right? Baby No Money. I think most of the songs are quite catchy, but if I had to choose one, I'd possibly go what wasn't meant to be, because it's a sad song and you don't think about him making a sad song. Side tangent number 74 of a 4 minutes video. Congratulations on reaching 4 minutes, guys. You did it. Not too confused. I didn't lose you yet. I have to try harder. I'll try harder. As you can see, we're in a really good mood this morning. Now, this is a mood offset by fatigue. We are running on this delicious product, which is 5 Hour Energy, great flavor. Not a sponsor, but if you would like to sponsor me, you have my email, you have my number, you have my Grindr account, my Snapchat account. I'm still looking for the girl on Grindr. I've been promised a couple of them. I'm trying my best. So we're running on fumes, and this is affecting our mental health. But at the same time, it's a really cool video because, I kind of missed it. There's to me, and to me, there's this eternal gratitude to be able to watch the sunrise and be making videos, right? I'm on my balcony. I'm technically outside. I'm technically touching grass. We'll call touching grass. I'm touching fucking bricks over here. It's a blessing to be able to see the sunrise, but to be able to partake in this birth of this big ball of fire, right? My apologies, disgusting. That's important to me. Why? Because, well, first of all, we didn't have one in a week. So I am very thankful, Malik. And if I had to choose a vegetable, I would possibly go with leek. My favorite moment was the fappening leek. This whole thing is so bleak. At the same time, I'm hoping that we reach this peak. And that's pretty much it for week. I'm in a good mood, and I know that sounds crazy, and I know that sounds weird, but if you don't see a fucking guy that's happy and having fun, I feel bad for you. I wish you the best, right? So mental health wise, See, usually I would be sleeping, I would be enjoying, but the fact that we're doing this, and again, most of my favorite moments are watching the sunrise and just talking and having some fun because we don't take time to appreciate what we have. This is fucking free, dude. This is fucking free, dude. The Wi-Fi isn't free. This fucking delicious drink isn't free. This Italian sausage isn't free, right? However, this happiness is free, right? And that is pretty much it. I was supposed to have the whole day of freaking disgusting weather. I think we're gonna get a good day, guys. Holy. Is that possible? Am I dreaming? I think I'm dreaming. Pinch myself, I don't feel it, or dreaming. And mental health wise, we've been, you see, mental health wise, which is very much the subject, right? It's been very complex. I've been having a lot of stress because, as I told you 2 days ago, okay, so 2 months and a half ago, I received a bill, and they say, Mr. I'm going to say my real name. Oops, Mr. Jane Doe. You owe us $15,000, and I don't know who is Mr. Jane Doe, but he was fucking freaking out. Like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do, right? And 2 days ago, I contested. I was like, I don't owe you shit. Like, okay, well, let's take this to the court. I'm like, okay. And then 2 days ago, they called me, and I gave the most touching, the most beloved. It would take tears out of statues. That statue would cry. You know the song Chop Suey? I cry when Angel deserves to die. Right? He would cry. Like, the dude would die. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when Angel deserves to. What happened to System of Down? I miss you, dudes. I miss you. But again, Serge Tankian, subtle career. My, such American Pie. Maybe Vader someday later. Now she's just a small fry. She kissed his mom and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, "Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi." We were singing, my, it's an Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. You think that's weird? It is weird. It is called Weird Al Yankovic. Look it up. So yeah, so the call was made, and although I believe that my testimony was tear-jerking and a work of wonder, I think if Shakespeare was a Gen Z theater kid that screamed at his mom instead of face mom, I'll be famous for my my omelet. My omelet composition, right? And his mom's like, you kid on your social media. Yep. Yep, that life. That life. What's the. And yeah, and I talked to them, and it's not about the situation per se, but the dice are trolling the roll, and now we're waiting, and they're rolling, and they're rolling, and they're rolling, which makes me think about two things. Rolling Stone, in the scene in Inception where they was rolling the dreidel. You thought it was something else? That's a dreidel, yeah. That is the representation of the Jewish culture and a movie that is called Triple A, right? And then we're saying that there's no hidden agenda. How about that? It's still waiting for the result. Is it gonna be okay, bro? Is it gonna be like, yo, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked, you know? And I don't know, and that's a problem because if I did know, I wouldn't be reacting. See, if I did know, I would be sad for a good reason. And if I did know, I would either be sad for a reason or happy for a reason. And now I'm stuck in the limbo. And all I wanted to do was drive a Lambo with my friend Rambo. There's not a lot of thing with Rambo. You chose your name, Sylvester Stallone. So yeah, so it's been really, really And ultimately speaking, we did heal a little bit for sure. And to be completely fucking honest, and they're gonna be finding me annoying, but hey, if you've been watching this for 11 minutes and 32 seconds, if you don't find it annoying, we're kindred spirit, bro. Kindred spirit, soulmate, twin flame. MGK new song, not great. MGK punk, amazing. MGK rapper, eh. MGK new song, pop fuck. No thanks, Brody. Brody, bromosexual. Um, yes, I just copied Pineapple Express. Yeah, I'm cool like that. Okay. Um, so in the perfect sense of the term, I would love to say, hey, us working that much is why we're feeling so much better. But I think it's something else because we've been recapping a whole season of Trailer Park Boys. Now, I wasn't supposed to recap one season per day. However, in between the time I started watching the show and between the time we are today, which is again the 24th May 2025, 5:56 a.m. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, Frendo, which is some Dutch. You don't speak Dutch? Weak. You could say buenos dias, buona minazza, good morning, bon matin. I got a special something for buona de minazza. It's very romantic, very poetic, right? It makes a girl leak. No, not leak her stuff, but leak. You know. Um, and yeah, I could say it's because we've been busy with that. We've been really busy with the Trailer Park Boys, which is not true because it's an hour and a half per day. Bruh. It's an hour and a half a day per day is a lot. No. At the same time, when was the last time that we watched something and we took notes? When was the last time that we were focused for that long? It's been a while. Last time, I think we still had a different prime minister. No, I know what you're saying. This is ha ha ha. What a funny joke. But we had a new prime minister and we had our election a month and a half ago. So it's not really a joke, and it's not that long ago. So you can't judge me, you can't laugh. Just a fun fact about Canada. Election a month ago. Kind of cool, isn't it? So yeah. So that being said, why are we doing that better? I feel like the possibility of a job starting tomorrow. Because I'm gonna get a call tomorrow saying, hey, yes, we chose you to be America Next Top Model, or tomorrow they say no, you're gonna be working at this company, or they're gonna say we don't want you, dude. And to be honest, it is a classical case of the worst thing she can say is no. So if I don't get the job, I'm gonna be disappointed because it's a good job. Um, but I told you about this before. It's not a job that I would chase. It's not a job that I would kill for. Nor should you kill for a job. But if you were to kill for a job, I hope it's a great job, right? But it's a job that could be long term. There's advantages. It's close to my house. It would be swell, as they say in the 90s. It would be very swell. But the reality is, if I don't get it, well, I didn't try hard enough, right? I got a couple of plan B, I got a couple of plan C, I got a couple of plan D. I got a single plan E, but it's actually pretty good. So yeah, so I feel like even though we didn't heal, we're gonna push it aside, right? And there's always gonna be the fight or flight. I'm facing the situation, choose to fight. I'm facing the situation, I'm choosing to fight. I believe there's more than that. There's just like, hey, I don't have to deal with this shit right now. This is a problem for future Steph. My real name, hi, nice to meet you. And yeah. If I don't get a job, of course that's gonna be shitty. But I have enough cash for next month. So that's still mean that I got a month to find a job. Now, I did give out a lot of CVs, so I'm hoping that one of those CVs that I gave out will pan out and say, hey, we hired a junkie. Can you believe that shit? Can you come in for an interview? Now, some people will scream at the fact that, dude, don't judge junkie. I'm not. Some people will scream at the fact that this is so unlikely, dude. It is very likely, trust me. And that's pretty much it. So, I feel like the mental state has been improving a lot, and you see me right now, and this is the picture perfect. And now I know what you're gonna say. Oh, ain't you planning to be this way from the beginning, just to prove a point? And if you believe that, oh fuck, I should be a theater kid, right? Um, I think why I'm happy like that is because I can finally be creative, right? When you watch this show, and this show has brought attention to the channel, and because it brought attention to the channel, I had this motivation, like, hey, maybe this is my chance. Maybe Sea Biscuit will finally win the race. Um, and I feel creative. I feel very creative, and that's what I love about making content. The creativity isn't really creativity. Um, we're recapping a fucking show that we saw 20 times. Where's the creativity? Where is the creativity in that? Right? Well, maybe the simple fact that you're filming the video. We made a video last week about a man with a plan versus a man with a tool. Planning a video versus filming a video. Maybe the simple fact that we're out here in the morning. Maybe with the simple fact that we're talking. Maybe the fact that I'm being myself, right? Maybe that's enough, right? And if that wasn't enough, then it wouldn't be. But I think that is, right? And I think in a world where we're the black sheep and we're a bit out there and we're a bit crazy, but in a good way, right? Right? Hopefully, sometimes. I feel like in a place or in a world where everybody's the same and everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's working the 9 to 5 or making the same content of the edits. There's this new episode of Solo Leveling. There's fucking 40 edits of it. They're all using different songs. This is the same fucking edits, right? And then try to figure out who is the first one. Kind of hard, right? AI. Anybody can do. There's this fucking trend with baby AI, and they're taking like Jersey Shore. They're taking Trailer Park Boys, and they're making a baby, and they're getting 1,000 views, and they're getting cash for that. I'm like, where is creativity? Where's original content? And I feel like a fucking grandpa because I was talking about theater before. Where are original piece? I want an original piece. I don't want the 40th version of Cats. Although I'll take a 40th version of Hamilton because if you haven't seen Hamilton, you're missing out, dude. It is swell as fuck. Pretty good. Musical wise, I'll go with Matilda, which is pretty good. I'll go with Hamilton, and I'll go with something. So come on and trembling walls. I don't know. I'll leave it up to your girlfriend or your date of the day. You're welcome. And that's pretty much it. So I feel like this creativity, this fact that it's weird because I'm asking myself the question. We've been creative a lot, and we've been motivated to make content, and we've been making creative. So it's a vicious circle, but a positive circle, right? We're motivated, which makes us more creative. More creative equal we talk more. We talk more as we evacuate those emotions more, and this is making me better, right? Doesn't matter if you feel emotion or not. If you don't keep it in, if you don't ball it up, then the pot will not break, right? I feel like we're doing that, or maybe it's the fact that we have a job soon, and I think subconsciously there's this thought of don't start a fucking job with some baggage. Don't start a relationship with baggage. Don't start a yeah, right? I'm gonna start with baggage. And if imagine the job is starting for tomorrow. And the craziest thing is, I can guarantee you, and I can feel it in my bones, and if I had a job tomorrow, I would come in and I would be normal, in the sense of